Hi, in this video we're going to talk about how to print different patterns using C programs. So first we will see how to print rectangle and square patterns and then a pyramid patterns. Finally we will see the diamond shaped patterns. So basically one thing that you should understand is this is one of the most frequently asked questions in the interviews. So you take any interviews, they might be asking questions to write a program to print a different shapes. For example, let's say the pyramid shape. So they'll give some for a given number and we have to print a pyramid shape, half pyramid. This is half pyramid, so this is a full pyramid. This is inverted full pyramid. So they might ask you to print a pyramid of any shape. So not only that, if you see, they might ask you to print write a program to print a square shape or rectangular shape, even a diamond shape. So this is one of the questions that is most frequently asked in the interviews to test the programming skills of the person. Personally, I used to ask these questions at least in the initial rounds to test the programming skills of a person. So as a programmer, we should be able to write a code to print any kind of a pattern. So let's see how to print a square pattern first. So this is the question: print below star pattern for a given number n. So basically one thing that you should understand here is it's a square means that all the four sides are equal and the number of rows, you see the number of rows and the number of columns are equal. For example, let's take n is equal to 4. So it has four rows. This is number 1, number 2, 4 rows, and then each row having the 4 stars, right? Number 1, 2, 3, 4. So total we have to print 16 stars. Each row having 4, and there are total number of 4. So 4 into 4. Total we have to print 16 stars. So not only that, at the end of each row, we have to print a new line here, right? So here, if you print a new line, then only the next stars will come in a other line. So how many new lines we have to print? 1, 2, 3, 4. So total we have to print 4 new lines. So 16 plus 4, total we have to use a printf statement for 20 times, 16 times to print the star and the 4 times to print the new line, right? So let's go and see how to do that. So here I'm with online GDP. Just write a comment. So it's always better. It's a good practice to write a comment. Square star pattern. Just close it. Now we know hash include stdio.h, then int main. Just open bracket and return 0 at the end. That is the syntax. Now here just take a variable int n because that's the input that is given by the user. We know that we have to print if n is equal to 4, we have to print a square of size 4, then we have to print star 16 times and 4 new lines, right? So let's do that. Assume we don't know anything about loops. So just printf, just a star, just give a space. So I'm going to copy paste this for 4 times. Okay, now at the end, now one row is done. So each row I have the one row is done. Just print new line because at the end of the each row we have to print a new line. Just run this. Now you see 4 stars, right? Now I have to repeat this. I have to print the same thing for 4 times because I need to print the square. So the first thing only prints only the first row. This is first row. This is second row, and then third, fourth. Just run it. See, now it is 4 times. It has printed each row having the 4 stars and a new line. Similarly, there are 4 lines. So total 16 stars. But this is not a good way of writing a code. If you see, observe, the first 4 statement is the same statement. You're trying to do the same task, right? So at that time, that's the use of loops. Whenever you have something, a repetitive task, and whenever you're trying to execute this, writing the same code, there we can introduce loop. Let's j equal to 1. So j less than or equal to, how many times I have to repeat this? 4 times. So that's why I'm incrementing just 1. Now I have to repeat a printf statement here 4 times. So I can delete this 4 printf statements. Now this entire loop will be replaced by this 4 stars. Now just run this. See, the first row was printed as it is, right? So it means that we can replace this for loop with the first 4 printf statements of a new line, of any line. Just replacing that. So I'm just replacing this. So just run it now. So what I have done, before I have the printf statements, so instead of writing 4 times, I have written a loop which will execute this 4 times and replaced for all other lines. So just run it. Now you see 4 rows. But again, if you observe, this is to print one line, right? This is to print a second line. This is to print third line. This is to print fourth line. You see the same code again repeating, right? This is also you can write in a loop. So that's why we need to create a loops is because whenever you have a repetitive code, you can write a loop and keep your code inside that. I equal to 1. I'm just taking a new variable. I less than equal to 4 since I have to print 4 lines. I plus plus. So just increase. Now I'm gonna put this entire thing including printf new line because this entire thing will print only one row. So copy paste that. Just give me a minute. Just adjusting the type so that it will look clear. So now just I'm going to delete the everything. Let me. Okay. So now if you see this code, this inside one will print one row and each row will print 4 stars, and at the end of the each line we will be printing a new line, and the whole thing will be repeated 4 times because of the outer loop. So this will be executed for each iteration of the outer loop. This will be executed 4 times, and there are total number of outer loops will be executed 4 times because we have given a condition I less than or equal to 4 and it starts with 1. So this will be executed 4 into 4 times, and this will be executed only 4 times because this is not inside this loop. So whatever the statement that is inside this loop will be executed 4 into 4 times, which means 16. So this is only 4 times. Now just execute this code. See, so this is how you print a square pattern using 2 loops. Even just you can try to remove this space and see how the output is. See, it is same. Just to make it look good, I am just adding a space. Now since this is only for the 4, what I'm going to do is the user going to enter number and then I'm going to use that number here in the loops. So instead of 4 I'm going to use n. So instead of here also 4 I'm going to use n. So let's say I want to print a square of size 5. So it means that it has 5 rows and 5 columns, and each row will have the 5 stars. It means 5 into 5, 25 stars will be printed. You see, that's how you write a code to print a square pattern. So basically this number you write a printf scanf statement to get the value from the user. This is the program to print a square star pattern. if you look at the square pattern in a table format, each row, so there are 4 rows and 4 columns. This is the rows, these are the columns. To print one row, we use one loop, this one, including a new line, and then to print all rows, we use one more loop, outer loop, and kept everything that we used to print one row in that loop. So this will actually print the entire square. So now we have understood how to print a square star pattern using two loops, right? So, but there will be a different kind of questions that are asked. So instead of a star, you have to print a numbers. So if you look at this square pattern, it has the numbers 1 1 1 2 2 2 3 3 3 4 4 4. Here if you look at this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14. So it's a number, it's a sequential incrementing number, right? If you look at this 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 0, this is like a binary number pattern. So one thing you should observe is the number of rows, the number of columns are not changed. Here the number of rows 1 2 3 4, this is of size n. Here also same 4, that's why n into n 16, the number last. Here also same, number of rows and number of columns are same. The only thing that changes is, so the logic doesn't change, the outer loop, the inner loop doesn't change. The only thing that changes is your inside inner loop printf statement. So before we used to print star, right? For the number formats, we just change this, instead of printing star, we will print some number. That we will figure out how to do that. So if you learn the logic to print star pattern, then all these number patterns will be easy. So if you see, if you look at this pattern 1 1 1 2 2 2 3 3 3 4 4 4, by looking at this itself, we can easily tell for the first row, this is row number 1. I'm going to print only 1. For the row number 2, I'm going to print row number, I'm printing number 2. For row number 3, I'm printing number 3. So it's, the logic is very clear that, so inside the loop, inside the printf, I'm going to print a row number instead of a star. So that's a logic. So if you want to print this kind of a number pattern, so simply you print the row value instead of a star. So if you see this table, right, I've just given row number, column number 1 comma 1, and what is the value here. I just added row number and column number, and I just multiplied just to figure out is there any pattern inside this, so that I can decide which value to print. So here by it is pretty straightforward. By instead of printing star, I'll just print the row number. So if you look at this pattern, a binary pattern, just do this table, row plus column. So you just wonder why I'm doing this, because we should figure out in what cases I should print a 0, in what cases I should print 1, right? So there should be some logic. So to figure out that, I am just doing all this multiplication, additions to the row number and column number, and we can also try add the n value, so that some pattern, that will be useful to identify when to print 0, when to print 1. So here what I have done is just add 1 comma 1. This is nothing but a row number, this is nothing but a column number. So for this 0, the row number is 2, column number is 2. For this one, row number is 2, column number is 3. So that's how I have written the format here. For the row number 1 comma 1, the value is 0, and if I am adding those two, 1 plus 1, it will be 2. If I multiply those indexes, it will be 1. So here for 1 comma 2, here 1 comma 2, the value is 1 value, and if I add, it will be 3, and if I multiply, it will be 2. So similarly, I have done for all the things. So one thing, if you observe, you take all the zeros, 0 0 here 0. The addition is 2, multiplication is 1. Here 4 3, 4 4. So multiplication doesn't have any property, but if you closely look at the addition, 2, it is 4, it is 4. For the ones, it is 3, it is 5, again it's 3, again 5. You can clearly easily understand there is a one property here. If I want to print for wherever there is a value 0, the addition of those column and row numbers is even number, right? So let's say take this an example 4. This 1. The index is 3 here, the row number, and the column number is 4. Just add 4 plus 3 is 7, which is odd number. You take anything, this one here, 4 plus 2, which is even number. So my logic, I found the logic. So what I'll be doing that in that inner loop is I'll just print 0 if the row number plus column number is even, if the r plus c is even. Otherwise I'll just print 1. So that's the logic that I'm going to use inside the inner loop. So let's go and see how to do that. So here I am with the online GDB. Just here I is represents, here I represent row. So this is nothing but a column, right? It's just a name difference. So what I'll be doing here is, so instead of a printf comma, if I print row, oh, in that case here it is I. So let's change this to let's first change this thing to row so that it will be easy for us to understand. This is column, this is for column, this is column. There is nothing else I have done. I just changed the variable names. If I print row, here I am printing row for the first pattern. See 1 1 1 2 2. This is what we have seen in the 50, right? So instead of row, if you print column, right? So it will like for all this first column will be 1 1 1 2 2 2. So that's how the pattern will be. Just run it. See 1 1 1 2 2 2 3 3. So instead of these, now if I want to print the binary pattern, then row plus column, right? Just give us spaces for the better code. Percentage 2. This is what the logic to check if the number is even or odd, right? So if this is true, it means that the number is even. So I have to print 0. I have to print 0 in case of even. If not, I have to print 1. So just added a space. Just remove this comment. Just see the code. This is the outer loop is same, the inner loop is same, but inside this logic, if the row plus column is even, then I'm just printing 0. Otherwise, I'm printing odd. I'm printing 1. Just see the output. See, it's printed, right? So if you want to, so if you learn the logic for the star pattern, then all the number patterns will be easy. The only thing that you should figure out is what to print in the printf statement. So here, if you want to change this, let's say if I want to change 1 0 1 0, then simply change this to see 1 0 1 0, right? So coming to the rectangle pattern, rectangle star pattern, so it is simple, it is same as a square pattern. The only difference is the number of columns, the number of rows are different. Here there is only one number in the, for the outer loop or the inner loop, there is only one number, one variable used, which is n. But here in this case, the number of rows, the number of columns are differs. So here this is the code. Let's say in this example there are 5 stars for each row, and there are total number of 4 rows. So here in this case we will use a different variables inside the, for each outer loop I will be using rows, in the inner loop I will be using columns. A small modification to the square pattern will become a rectangle star pattern. Let's go and see So instead of I'm going to use m equal to 4. M means rows, how many rows I have, and n means the number of columns. Here I am going to use m and n, right? So let's print a star pattern for this. Just delete this and printf star. That's all. So this is nothing but a rectangular pattern. See, 5 stars each row, and there are no total number of 4 rows. Let's say I want to print 10 rows, and each row have the 30 stars. Let's see the output, how it will be. See, this is nothing but the rectangle pattern. So here also you can see a rectangle number patterns as well. The logic is same. The only thing that you need to figure out how to change the printf statement. That's all in this video.